If you are getting ready to head out this morning, we've got a friendly reminder on some tips on driving on these wet roadways. Believe it or not, slick streets cause more than 1 million traffic accidents every single year. That's according to AAA. So we sent out our Jessica Parsons out with the car experts to talk about driving in the rain.
It can be pretty nerve-wracking driving on wet roads. I mean, let's face it, in sunny Arizona, we don't really see a lot of wetness on the streets. But as we brace for the next couple of days of wet roads, we're joining Jim with NARPro and High Tech Car Care to figure out what it takes to get our car in order before we hit the streets. Jim, you said it starts before we get behind the wheel, and it starts with our wiper blades.
Right. Wiper blades in Arizona are hardly ever used, or at least here in Phoenix. They're pretty simple to replace. Pop off the old one, snap in the new.
And what about the treads of our tires? You said that that is one of the biggest problems.
You can see on this tire, especially on the inside, the tire tread is worn almost all the way off. But all you need to do to check it is if you have a penny, the distance between his head and the edge of the penny is how much tread you need to make sure you have. So if you stick that in your tire and you can see the top of his head, you need new tires.
And for the best visibility, you say turn your headlights on.
Yeah, even during the day when the light's a little dim, you want to turn your headlights on, not on high beam, but just turn them on so that people can see you.
And you also want to avoid cruise control at all costs and drive slowly in the water.
Well, you want to have more control over the vehicle, so it's better for you to be doing the acceleration than just getting complacently behind the cruise control. Especially when there's just a little bit of rain, because the rain will bring up the oils from the road surface and the oil that's been on top of it. So it's a lot slicker when there's just a little bit of water.
And if somebody does find themselves in a skid or hydroplaning, and you were telling me just a ½ inch of water is all it takes, what does somebody do?
Well, you want to steer into the turn, and you don't want to step on the brakes and pounce on them. You should kind of pulse the brakes.
So overall, you want to be extra cautious, slow down, and avoid hard braking if you can. I'm Jessica Parsons in Phoenix for Arizona's Family.